Okay, it's September 15th, 2015, and I've had a few people asking to have a little better pictures of the Bugeye Sprite, in particular the floors and the trunk and some of the accident damage areas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to take it as slow as I can so you guys can see, a picture without the car being my hand being shaky. So what I did was I jacked it up. The emergency brake, by the way, if you see the trailer hitch right there holding the wheel, the emergency brake, whenever I set it, it takes and locks up. So it needs to be taken apart and cleaned or something like that. So I put that behind the wheel. The vehicle's jacked up. I got a wire brush on the end of one of my battery operated drills, and I picked a few random areas just so you could see that the rust you see is all surface stuff. So let me go down and give you a shot here. Right here is where I started with the wire brush. And as you can see, this was an underpowered little battery operator one. It hits metal pretty quick. The bubbles come right off, not the bubbles, the surface crust. So also let me go underneath. Went up here, I did it back in there. And I also picked a spot right here. So you can see that the stuff that looks kind of bad is actually just surface junk, and it brushes right off. This is all on the left side. Let me go back here and I'm going to show you right on the rear quarter. I did the same thing with the wire brush. The other side looks the same. So part of the accident damage I mentioned in the ad was it getting tagged in the rear, and you can see that they did a really poor job of banging it out. All the metal's good. Anybody who's good with a hammer should be able to bang that back out. That's the right side right there. You can see it's going to clean up just as good as the other side. One thing to note, the doors line up excellent, even on a jack. Let me go to the other side. They look really, really good. And as you can see, they open very easily also. And here's some pictures I did have online of the floor. I don't think there's going to be enough light in the back to be able to see, but we'll give it a shot. Inner fenders, all original, unbanged up, undamaged. One thing I did notice, there's a slight, the radiator's set back just a little bit, and it looks to me like it was welded that way at the factory. Like they got it a little off center at the factory. Inside of the hood, or the bonnet. Damage that needs to be repaired. Although this thing's fun to drive just like it is. That's the worst of it right there. That's a real hack job. It's got to be just right on these things.